Sebastian and the team at the Cactus Club. I'm Helen Masters, the winemaker here at Ata Rangi. It's great to be able to talk to you guys and tell you a little bit about what we do here at Ata Rangi and what makes it such a special place to grow grapes. I'm going to take you on a little tour of the vineyard and then into the winery and explain a little bit about our Sauvignon Blanc. Even though we're most well known for Pinot Noir, we really enjoy making Sauvignon Blanc, so let's do it. So here we are in one of our Sauvignon Blanc vineyards, and a little bit about us here in Martinborough is this is a really free-draining terrace. So the consequence of that is that it's very devigorating for the vines. So our canopies are often quite small and not a lot of fruit. One thing is that it's windy here today now, but in spring when we can often get really quite cool winds because the whole valley of the Wairarapa is open to the Antarctic. So those cool winds can often be a problem for us, meaning that we get eventually. But the benefit of this is real concentration and weight in the wine. So really, in a way, it does work naturally to our advantage. We're also, this is an organic vineyard, and you can see here we utilise a lot of very small flowering plants, and what they do is they provide food for the native New Zealand wasp, and the native New Zealand wasp is a fantastic biocontrol. It lays its eggs inside the leaf roller caterpillar, which of course then ends up eating the leaf roller caterpillar as they hatch. So these are sort of all the things that we do in our vineyards to try and get a natural balance, and it's fantastic. You can see that the vineyard just is not just a monoculture. We allow lots of sort of things to happen. So let's go into the winery now and have a little look about what that part of the winemaking process does for our wines. Okay, so here we are in our white fermentation barrel room, and the reason I thought I'd show you this room is that the barrel ferment portion of this wine is a really important portion. So we've got about 20% that are fermented in larger format barrels using wild yeasts, really to try and get complexity and just to explore what the soil, the terroir really brings to the wine. The other 80% is fermented in quite a lot of small tanks that we have, just to really sort of bring in that texture element that we're really looking for. Being Martinborough, we are quite different to Marlborough, so the nose is less herbaceously driven, more of a slightly riper spectrum, a little bit more tropical, but definitely for us, with all our wines, it's about texture and about driving length, really wanting to make wines that are great with food. So you can get that in the aroma. It's probably a little bit not so overt as those from Marlborough, a little bit more sort of graceful. And also I think that the real thing is this wine is dry, but so all that sort of fruit weight, fruit sweetness comes from the vineyard, from the fruit. So it's a wine that I think is just great with food because it doesn't overpower, it doesn't overtake, but it draws you back in and you want to experience it with another sip. So I hope to catch up with you guys again in Vancouver and come and have some food from the Cactus Club. I haven't eaten there yet. And sit down for a drink with you, Sebastian. And I managed to find this little fruit here. Yes, we do have cactuses in New Zealand, but they're not very large.